Help video complex roots level 1. So we have this equation equal to 0, so we have to solve for our x value, and we have to put it in simplest form of a plus bi form. So first, it's good to know your guys' quadratic formula. So that is x is equal to negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, if you did try factoring form, you guys would realize that there are no two numbers that multiply to 10 and that add up to 6. So as a result, you guys have to do quadratic formula. So we're going to get, let's label A, B, and C. So x is going to equal to negative b, so that's negative 6 plus or minus 6 to the second, that's b squared, minus 4 times our a, which is 1, times our c, which is 10. All over 2 times a, which is 2 times 1. Let's simplify. Negative 6 plus or minus 6 squared is 36, minus 1 times 10, minus 4 times 1 times 10, which is minus 40, all over 2. So x is going to equal to negative 6 plus or minus the square root of negative 4 all over 2. Now, the square root of negative 4, you guys, that is square root of 4i. Since square root of negative 1 is equal to I, we can put the I on the outside. So square root of 4, you guys, is simply just 2, and don't forget the I. So what we really have, you guys, is x is equal to negative 6 plus or minus 2i. Square root of negative 4, you guys, is 2i. So we got negative 6 divided by 2, you guys, negative 3, plus or minus 2 divided by 2 is 1i. So that will be your guys' answer. So if you guys take a look at this plus symbol, so you can hit this plus symbol, you guys, and it will give you guys these like squigglies. So for one answer, negative 3 plus I, or negative 3 minus I. Or what you could do, you guys, is you could just simply put negative 3 plus or minus I, and I think you'll accept that as well. You gotta look for this symbol, though, in your guys' keyboard section. Alright, next one. So let's not forget our quadratic formula, right? A, B, and C. So since we're finding our roots, you guys, remember, we're trying to figure out what x is equal to. So factoring won't work, so you guys gotta do quadratic formula. So negative of negative 12 plus or minus negative 12 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 100. All over 2 times a, you guys, which is just 2 times 1. So negative of negative 12, you guys, is 12 plus or minus negative 12 squared, you guys, is 144. Negative 4 times 1 times 100 is negative 400 all over 2. And we get 12 plus or minus, you guys, negative 256 all over 2. Now the square root of negative 256, you guys, let's get rid of that negative sign on the inside, so 256i. Now this 256, you guys, is a perfect square, and the square root of 256, you guys, is 16. So what we really have, you guys, is x is equal to 12 plus or minus 16i all over 2. And x is equal to 6 plus or minus 8i. So you guys could write in the keyboard, and you can write 6 plus or minus 8i. I believe it'll accept that. Or you guys could do a plus symbol, and I'll have these squigglies, and you can write 6 plus 8i as one option, and 6 minus 8i as another.